So if you could introduce yourself.
Yeah. My name's Lewis William Hart. I'm 25 years of age. I've lived in Hull all my life, and I'm studying film studies at Hull University at the moment.
And what's the most interesting fact about you?
The most interesting fact about me, I've got a couple I'd say for like personal reasons, but I'd say personally in my own head I'd say I'm really into films and music, so an interesting fact is that I feel like I can communicate a lot of my emotions and my own opinions and my own just ideas through that, and engage with people more easily with that, and I've always found connections with people through that to be the most engaging and rewarding relationship. So yeah, I'd say an interesting fact is that I can do that with people, and my own time and passion of stuff what I've got for films and music. But also another interesting fact is that you people call me Monk. So yeah, and my dad named me that as a child because he used to I used to remind him of a monkey crawling about. So yeah, everyone calls me Monk instead of Lewis usually, well, my close friends. But yeah, there we go.
So is there anything you regret?
Anything I regret? I mean, it's hard to say about regretting things because I guess you're not you without regrets. But I mean, there's there's things in life where it's like, oh, why did I do that, or that was a waste of time, or you've wasted your energy on it. But I mean, for like, I guess one what I could pinpoint would maybe be, I would say studying the first subject I did when I went to University of Hull, because I kind of just went in and thought I wanted to do it, and in my opinion it was a waste of time because I didn't gain anything from it. I spent basically 2 years there first of all, studying something that I thought I would find engaging, which was drama, and I just didn't enjoy it all really. Didn't enjoy the experience at all. I mean, it's kind of a dark thing to say, but it just I didn't really find any friends from it, didn't gain any connections. I just felt constantly secluded and just kind of by myself all the time. So yeah, I mean, that's one of the main regrets I'd say. I mean, but it's not a hateful regret, it's just I definitely can see it as kind of, in my opinion, on my life now being a bit of a waste of time comparing to what I've been doing now and what I've done before also. So yeah.
So do you think you've learnt from that experience for future?
Yeah, I'd say I've learnt from that and other things, like, there's been mistakes in my life, but I've learned from that for like kind of not jumping at things. Like I tend to do that a lot. I'd say I do jump at things quite easily and quite quickly, be that with anything, with like even like video games, like purchasing things, like buying media or music. Like sometimes I'll buy something and I won't like it and I'll be like, oh, why did I do that? Like, why did I get on the hype what other people were on? And then be like, oh, it's just a waste of money and waste of time. What have I done that for? So yeah, I'd say like comparing to like, it's made me think like throughout that and in the other little things I do sometimes, I try and like be a bit slower, try and be a bit more engaged with what I'm actually doing and actually thinking about, and then going forward with it and then doing it, because I think that's what a lot of societies maybe right at the moment, or a lot of people do. Like, they're so caught up with quick things, and then that might affect you in your own personal spot, like being being kind of influenced to do things that what other people are doing, and you jump on that really quickly. So it's a lot of today's living that's how I guess it affected me with certain things and with little things. But other than that, yeah, I'd say I've definitely learned to just think about things, think more thoroughly, take your time to just plan what you want to do, even it be the littlest thing, like I say, buying something, listening to something, watching something, engaging with something, or something quite drastic or big, like studying something or working at something like that. So yeah, but yeah, yeah.
So has anything made you look at life differently?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say what's made me look at life differently would be the time that I got, well, I mean, it was on a jump, but I got ran over by a car when I was young, and that's the main thing what I'd say is definitely made me look at life differently, because you know, well, it's getting run over by a car. It's not hard to explain, but like, it was just a stupid thing to do. It's a stupid thing to do any time in your life, you know, playing with traffic or running into a road or even just walking while not looking. Like, as a kid, I didn't engage that because I didn't think about it because, you know, the way I got run over, I just ran into the road when I was playing a game down my street, and then that was it. Like, I broke my leg fully, like my left leg was fully broken, and I had to go to hospital for a while. So yeah, it was a good experience, obviously, but from that I can see, like, you know, that changed my life now, because even though it did change my life when I was young, I was really young when it happened. Obviously that's quite a faded but long ago memory, but still now I think that I'm lucky to be alive. So it's changed my life in thinking, you know, life is precious and life is something to hold on to, because I could have been dead. I could, if it was a car going any faster than it was, I could have been run over and dead easily, but it wasn't, luckily. So I've counted my blessings and my chances there, and it's, you know, changed my, like, thought of, like, you know, just, you know, being careful enough wherever you go, whatever you do. But I'm always cautious of roads now. But I mean, like, you know, just to, you know, I know I was a child, and like I said, I didn't think it through properly, but even to this day, I'm always thinking, like, you know, anything that puts my life on the line or anything would be, you know, anything extreme, I'm just, you know, I just try to keep away from it enough, because I want to live until I see more films and engage with more music and more friends and what life has to throw at me, whatever it is. But yeah, anime, I say that would be life changing because of what, you know, what that initial first hit of the car did to me. You know, it was a tough experience, but I'd say, you know, again, I'm not me without it happening.
So do you have any goals, dreams, aspirations?
Yeah, I have a lot of I have a lot of goals and dreams. I have a lot. Yeah, definitely. Mainly, I mean, I'm, like I say, I've already said before in this interview now, like, my main thing is films and music, and I've always been into that, like, since I was young. I got brought up on video games. Thankful to my dad and my mum. Like, there was never anything saying no or, like, stopping me from accessing that type of stuff. But I find that I hold that dear and grateful to my heart, because it made me who I am now, and it's carried that passion through films also, and music, because, you know, like I say, I was always around that when I was a kid, and even now, obviously, it's part of my DNA, and my inspirations now and my goals and my dreams are, like, I'd say, obviously just be somewhere successful, or having a solid job, or having some, you know, a career within a creative industry that holds some, you know, important to me and dear to me, and shines light in my life, that I could say this is what I'm doing, and, you know, I'm doing it because it makes me happy. And that is, like I say, most likely working in film, because I'm obviously studying film studies now. I think I would love to work in any type of industry in film. I like to talk about films. I like to break them down, criticize them, take them in. I also love to make films. Some of the best and fun experiences I've ever had in my life is making a film, especially when you've got a good idea and it comes together and you see it take shape and breathe life. You see that your idea eventually comes a living thing. There's nothing like it at all that I've ever experienced, really, with that type of creative media. But yeah, that's one of my main inspirations. I say, like, just to be part of something creative, be it whatever it is. I can't even put a name on it yet, but I know I'm solid with film. But even if it'd be something else, editing music videos, maybe making some music one day. I'm already doing little things now, but I can feel that connection in my heart that says don't stop doing it, basically. So yeah.
So do you have any fears, or is there one fear you have?
So it was like, do I have any fears, or is it just one fear? Is that what you're saying? Just one fear?
What's your main fear?
What's the main fear?
Yeah, what's...
Oh.
Not being creative.
Yeah, not being creative. I mean, obviously that is. I mean, that is quite a fear. Like, obviously, Um, but then at the end of the day, it's like, so I would say, yeah, I could have that in my mind saying not getting anywhere creative or not doing anything that I want to do is a fear, obviously, but that's just part of what I am at the moment. But like I'd say a a more personal and emotional, or just more of a serious fear would be just losing friends. I'd say, like, just actually losing people close to me, and family. Yeah, so losing friends and family, I'd say, is like a main fear, because like they're like, even though I make myself me, a lot of just everyone else around me just make who I am, because whenever I'm around them, we're talking about stuff. We're making what we're known to do and love together. Always making memories and making ideas and whatever it is. Just as long as you're spending time with me, you know that place where you go with them, it's always happy and it's always nice and you always enjoy it. And losing that, it's just like the worst thing, really, when you think about it. It's just losing a connection from someone you love and you adore, and you take hold in special memories with. Even if you can't do that anymore, it's just, yeah, it's just one of my worst fears, I'd say. I've had it before with a couple of people I used to be best friends with and stuff, and I've had it with some other people also, and like it's just not a good feeling losing some connections. But there's always new connections. There always is. There'll always be some new experiences that you give, but I can say, like, from now, I've got my main roots and my main people and my main main family that I hold dear, friends and family. But then it's good to learn from losing also. I mean, even though my fear is losing it, it is an experience also that you can gain from, in a way, when you lose connections also. So yeah, but yeah, main fear would be losing the people I have now, I'd say, definitely.
So how different was your life 1 year ago? So if we look back at May 2020, how different is it to today?
May 2020. Yeah, it's different now. It's different because, I mean, I'd say from my life, I was a lot unhappier then, definitely. Like, I was a bit lost in life. I was quite lost in life, to be fair. I was very lost. I didn't know how to, like, put my emotions forward properly, I guess, or like what I was doing or what I wanted to do properly. Like, yeah, I was there, I was saying, yeah, I'm happy, I'm fine, I was doing, the usual stuff, but I just wasn't, I don't know, doing the things that I wanted to do, really, like, that deep down. Like, I was in full-time work at a call centre, and that kind of also was a big part, because it was like, that's all I did, really. Like, there was that time where, like, I went full-time, and then I just hardly saw any of my friends, or even family, my mum and dad. Like, I went from, like, seeing them a lot to then just, I mean, as much as you can, but it was like once every 2 weeks or something, or maybe twice every 2 weeks, as much as possible. It was just kind of like it just felt a bit of a secluded, a bit of a cut off moment in my life, where, like, it was just me kind of just going through things, like overthinking things and too much also. So yeah, like that was a lot of just, like, back then, like a year ago, like I say, but it's changed a lot. I've gone through a few things. I've gone through different things, different experiences throughout that year. COVID was massive on it also. Like, that just made everything worse, I think, like, for everyone, I think. But definitely, from talking to a personal standpoint, COVID was just terrible. Yeah, it was just, yeah, like, it added that even more of, like, you couldn't even go to anywhere. You couldn't even go for, a breather somewhere else. Like, even though you're in a house, you just want to be able to, like, go for a drink with someone or go for something or whatever. But you couldn't even do that. You just have to stay indoors and just, like, keeping with you locked in your emotions. The mental health of the UK must be in tatters right now. I feel for everyone who went through anything like that, but yeah, like, that's what I'd say. I was like, and now I have grown better, like, from that to now. I'd say, like, I'm not working all the time, like, constantly working. I've got time to, like, breathe and study. Like, obviously, well, that's a big change. I started studying throughout that year. Obviously, I started in September. So yeah, I mean, I've been able to engage with what I think I want to do with my life, understand what's going on within my own life, and focus properly, and be able to breathe properly, like not be clogged up with just constant distractions or information that it's just you don't need. You just need to focus on yourself and think what makes you happy, and don't let anything else go above that. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say I'm definitely in a better place, I would say, than I was a year ago. Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Is there anything else I want to add? No, not really. Not much. Not much that I want to add at the moment. I'd say. Just yeah, gotta keep going with everything, whatever it is. This project is really cool. I'm glad that there'll be a lot of people hopefully opening new things, new discussions, new informations of stories and anything else in between. Like that'll open up something new for this city. And yeah, I'm glad to have just laid bare some information and emotions of this first interview for it, or the first tester. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
What a wonderful world.